Scott Ryan here. Thank you for joining me. To this day, the media are still trying to figure out what happened in that debate. They're making excuses for Barack Obama, asserting that it was beneath his dignity. He looked as though he had more pressing matters on his mind. He was consumed by international affairs, more pressing situations. So he couldn't spend his time researching to face Romney. My conjecture is that perhaps he was researching what country he should go to for asylum when the charges of treason come against him. May I suggest Yemen, perhaps? When I look at the headlines today and see that they're uncovering more information about the murder of our ambassador and those two Navy SEALs, it really blows me away because, of course, the administration had nothing to do with it. They won't take credit for that. Obama wants credit for killing bin Laden. But the reality is, he had a lot more to do directly, far more direct responsibility for the death of the U.S. ambassador and those two Navy SEALs as the investigation uncovers the facts that that ambassador was begging for protection and knew that he was in trouble, and this administration gave them nothing. And not only that, this is where it's treasonous, and this is where and why we need to really start researching the protocol for bringing charges of treason against a sitting U.S. president or a former U.S. president. Because this cannot be swept under the rug for the good of bipartisanship or so the nation can heal once Obama's out of office. That's not good enough. Systematically, this guy from the day he took office has done everything that he can. He has lied and has promulgated every possible policy to destroy this economy, to destroy the moral fabric of this nation, everything that made this country great, to tear the foundation and to sow discord on a daily basis, picking wounds, rubbing salt in them, and causing more wounds to boot. It's time to do the due diligence. We know there's a lot out there that could be potentially uncovered, and treason may very well be the best course of action, the appropriate course of action. It's time that we look into that BlackBerry, that ultra-secure BlackBerry. That was Obama insisted on when he was elected in 2008. We need to find out who he's talking with and what's going on. I mean, that was the unprecedented move because since the telephone's been around, basically, the conversations have been recorded between most presidential leaders for posterity, which remains sealed for decades, but not with Obama. We need to find out what the hell's going on. And not only was he negligent at best and responsible for the death of that ambassador and those two Navy SEALs, that wasn't bad enough that they lied about it. But he and Hillary Clinton go out on a campaign to tickle the ears and to suck up to the Middle East, to suck up and apologize to the barbarous terrorists, these barbarians, and to apologize to them, to undermine our national security, and to blame it on, as Hillary Clinton did, blame it on our Constitution, to blame this on the freedom of Americans. Well, we can't help it. We have this Constitution and First Amendment right, so we can't stop crazy people from saying this. Nonsense. This was, it looks like intentional cover-up. And this, my friends, is only scratching the surface. This is one thing that we know, and we need to know more. And it is about time that we start looking at the protocol, and perhaps about time that Barack Obama get himself an attorney. Thank you for joining me. I'm Scott Ryan.